What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, got another proposal here from our good friends over at the People's Guild. Now, this is something when I was on the episode talking to B-Jangles, this is something that he's very passionate about in terms of wanting to have immediate card unlocks. And it's something I'm generally in favor of. I'm going to go over the details here and then give some thoughts and actually some rebuttals, I suppose. It's all love, B-Jangles, but just some devil's advocate, we'll call it, on the other side, even though that this is something I do plan to support just to see where things are at. So let's jump into it. And like I said, I'll share my thoughts ongoing and at the end. So summary, the proposal has been crafted in response to Yabamat's suggestion in the most recent town hall meeting, encouraging the community to present an alternative approach to the management plan of soulbound reward cards. This document aims to address that call with a comprehensive plan. So, first thing is basically celebrating the achievement that we have eliminated the exploitation of the system by major bot farms. Now, sure, are there still bots probably sneaking through, maybe into Modern, maybe into whatever? Like, yeah, I mean, every game is going to struggle with that, but we don't have tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of bots that are just leeching from the system anymore with all of the changes that have happened over the last 18 months. So this milestone sets the stage for the reintroduction of reward cards in a more secure and fair environment for all players. Now, availability of reward cards. It is crucial that reward cards are accessible to players from the outset, even if at high prices. While the Glint Shop provides some assistance, it falls short in certain aspects. For instance, players often spend 250,000 Glint for 10 legendary cards season after season, yet fail to still acquire the crucial meta card needed to remain competitive. I'm definitely suffering from that right now. This indicates a need for a more reliable and efficient method for players to obtain the specific cards they need to enhance their gameplay. The value derived from playing this game extends beyond merely earning SPS. Players invest thousands of dollars in acquiring cards to compete at the highest levels. Therefore, the rewards for these investments need to be substantial. It's not enough for players to earn SPS in Glint. There must be additional incentives and higher stakes involved. Players should feel that their financial and time investment in unlocking these cards are justified by the rewards they receive, enhancing their overall gaming experience and competitiveness. So this one, I just respectfully disagree with. And I know, because this is coming from a good place for B-Jangles. This is coming from the place that we've always been. But I'm of the mindset now where I'm getting very conservative about this, and I do think that we are pivoting to a Web 2.5, and just merely having a token available as a reward is revolutionary in and of itself. Now, I know people are not going to look at it that way because that's not what the history has shown, but when you have more rewards, there is higher chance for exploitations. That's all I'm saying. So I agree with the core thesis of where this is coming from in terms of, like, it used to be this way and we're trying to move forward. But in my opinion, at the very, very kind of conservative core mindset of it, just the simple fact that SPS is paid out every single battle is revolutionary to me, and nothing else is really, like, we aren't entitled to anything else just because it was there. But again, I understand where the sentiment comes from, because this is where the way things used to be, and we're trying to find a sustainable way back to that. So that's my thought. The true drive to play the game. So there is a prevailing opinion that the main attraction to playing the game is the necessity of obtaining new soulbound cards. However, the truth is closer to the fact that the game is inherently fun, which is why players continue to engage with it. If the sole purpose of playing the game becomes merely to collect soulbound cards, then a deeper issue arises. The game has lost its fun. The enjoyment and excitement of gameplay must remain at the forefront of the player experience. The thrill of strategy, competition, and community interaction is what truly drives players to invest their time and resources. Ensuring the game remains entertaining and engaging is paramount to its success and longevity. I do agree with this, and this is something that B-Jangles actually said on the spot in that interview, where he's like, I kind of take exception to the fact that Matt says soulbound cards are like the sense of progression. There should be other ways of progression. We should have that trophy room. We should have a battle pass. We should have something there, and it shouldn't be the reward cards, in my opinion. So I agree wholeheartedly with where he's coming from in this instance. Our conclusion: by addressing these key points, this proposal aims to create a more balanced, rewarding, and competitive environment for all players, ensuring that the management of soulbound reward cards aligns with the needs and expectations of the community. Accessibility: so basically you'd be able to instantly unlock them for a higher fee, which decreases over time towards the end of the set batch, at which point my guess is there would be a short period of time where the cost would start to go up. So he gave an example here, right? So let's assume 12 months is how long they'll be out. Time block 1, the first 1 to 3 months is 20x CP. Months 4 to 6 is 15x CP. Months 7 to 9 is 10x, down to 5x, and then post batch is like 5x to 20x or whatever it is. So again, these are example unlock. I think we can use the frame of reference that we have right now for the upcoming unlocks, right? Where I think it starts at 10x, going up to probably 20x, as a guide, and I'm sure Beach Angles did for this. Now, here's my biggest devil's advocate thing with this, because again, I do like it, so don't get me wrong. I like the idea of having it instantly unlockable. The one thing that came to mind that could be an issue, because we see it literally all the freaking time with people complaining about reward cards, or sorry, about card values going down, right, is the fact that if you do this, then just by pure like mathematical logic here, the value of cards will go down over time, over the life of them being out, right? So therefore, you think about Rebellion right now, everybody was super happy at the beginning because Rebellion cards were holding their value. But as they become, as they become a little bit more, I guess less scarce, I should say, the value starts to go down. Well, this has nothing to do with scarcity. This only has to do with unlock cost, which very clearly and very definitively will go down, right? So it's like the cost of these cards is going to go down. So people who buy in early, yes, there's a difference. They know they're paying a premium, right? So unlike Rebellion or some of the other sets, they know that they're paying a premium versus with something like Rebellion where it's just like, oh, you hope the cards hold their value. Here, you kind of know it on the outset. But then would you want to engage in it? Would you still have that kind of mindset and complain about it later? And again, I wouldn't blame them. It's just, it is what it is, right? So again, that's not enough for me to vote against this by any means. It's just, I'm just trying to call it out as a potential, not even issue, but maybe like something that masses of people will complain about potentially in the future. So that's where my head is at. Otherwise, I think it's a good proposal, and I wonder what Matt will think of it. Unfortunately, and I don't think he's responded here. Yeah, so it looks like Dave McCoy, shout out to Dave McCoy, put in a thorough response there, which I'll read. I'll read on my own time, but I would love to get Matt's thoughts on this specifically, and hopefully he'll leave a comment, because unfortunately there will not be a town hall, or at least there is not one scheduled at this time during the draft proposal or actual proposal phase for this proposal. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I actually think a lot of people will probably be in favor of something like this. Maybe not the numbers, and maybe the numbers would need to change. But in terms of being able to have access early, whether it's from a gaming perspective or whether it's from an investment perspective, people being able to like win a card, unlock it, and then immediately sell it, I think there's a game theory towards it, right? And this goes back to like what I love about this project as a whole, right? The game is fun in and of itself, but the game economy is even more fun, and that would definitely add a little bit of excitement, at least at the beginning or during periods of times where there'd be players coming in seeking out these cards. The market would be dynamic the entire time through, not just in the period after these cards are no longer in print. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Very curious to hear what the community's reaction to this and support or lack thereof will be. But that's all I have for you guys in this video. I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.